look at the damage. Boom, boom, boom. In a previous video, I talked about how Erinyes does more than just poison, in that she's extremely underrated. So today I'm going to compare her with two other poisoners that I often see in the top 10 lists, Zavia and Occult Brawler. Hi YouTube, this is YASO and this is my Clan Boss series. Here's my first test. Team Erinyes did 29.5 million, Team Brawler did 22.39 million, and Team Zavia did 23.62 million. In the first test, Team Erinyes came out on top, beating both Team Brawler and Team Zavia by over 6 million damage. We'll get to the gears in a bit. For now, let's take a look at the second run. For the second run, Team Erinyes did 28.87 million, Team Brawler did 26.39 million, and Team Zavia 23.91 million. Again, Team Erinyes came out on top. And for my third run, guess who's on top? It's Team Erinyes again. Team Erinyes finishes at 27.6 million, Team Brawler finishes at 22.19 million, and Team Zavia finished at 26.8 million. So I averaged out the three battles, and Team Erinyes averaged 28.65 million, Team Brawler averaged 23.65 million, and Team Zavia averaged 24.4 million. Do you ever wonder why Team Erinyes is averaging more damage than Team Brawler and Team Zavia? Well, we'll get to that in a little bit. And next, we can take a look at their stats. And before I forget, please go ahead and like the video and subscribe to my channel. And please let me know in the comments below on how I could further improve my content. I will really appreciate that. I did my best to build out each champion so that their stats are as close to each other as possible. Here are my stats for Erinyes, Occult Brawler, and Zavia. If you want, you can go ahead and pause the video to look over the stats. All three of the champions are in lifesteal gear. For masteries, all three are in offense and support tree. And Erinyes and Occult Brawler has War Master, while Zavia has Giant Slayer. I don't want to spend too much time going over gears and stats, but basically you want lifesteal gears on your poisoner, and you want your defense to as close to 3k or more, and you want at least 250 accuracy to consistently land your debuffs. Now, I have tested the three poison champions more than just 3 times. Over this past month, I have used these champions multiple times, and have even seen Brawler and Zavia hit higher damage. However, having Erinyes on the team just puts out more consistency in getting that overall damage into the point where you can 3-key Ultra Nightmare. Now let's take a look at how these champions can perform without Septimus or another debuff extender on the team. Without Septimus on the team, Team Erinyes puts up 17.61 million, Team Brawler puts out 16.12 million, and Team Zavia puts out 16.93 million. Again, Team Erinyes comes out on top. And why is that? Alright, so now let's take a closer look into what is actually happening when you have Erinyes on the team. Let's first take a look at Occult Brawler. So Occult Brawler, as the poisoner, he was able to put out 7.8 million damage. That's a lot of damage as a poisoner. Now let's also take a look at the damage of Jirag, Rosin Scarhide, Grizzle Jarl, and Skull Crusher. Now let's take a look at Erinyes. She only put out 6.2 million damage. But let's take a look at her team. Look at Jirag's damage, Rosin Scarhide's damage, Grizzle Jarl's damage, and Skull Crusher's damage. The entire team was able to put out more damage. And I'll cover that in a little bit. Now let's take a look at Zavia. Zavia was able to put out 8 million damage. However, let's look at her team too. Her team also put out similar damage compared to Team Brawler, which is again less than Team Erinyes. Now I have on the screen stacked up the 3 battles that we were just talking about without a debuff extender. So why does the team with Erinyes do more damage? That damage is there because when you run a champion that can put up decreased defense and weaken debuff, then Erinyes can extend that debuff for an extra turn. For example, in this team, I have Rosin Scarhide. On Rosin's A2, he can put up decreased defense and weaken debuff for 2 turns, and which that attack is a 3-turn cooldown. When Erinyes extends the 2 debuff, it adds a turn that extends it from 2 turns to 3 turns. When the 2 debuffs falls off on the 3rd turn, Rosin Scarhide should have his A2 off cooldown again, and he's ready to put that decreased defense and weakened debuff back up on the clan boss. And that damage comes from all of your champion and not just the poisoner. That's why the team of Erinyes is putting out more damage than Team Brawler and Team Zavia. The same situation is also true when you have Septimus on the team. Septimus alone is not consistent enough when extending the debuffs, and Erinyes adds the consistency that is needed for extending the debuffs to the team so that it increases the team's overall damage. When you're building a clan boss team, you really need the team to synergize well with each other. This way, your team can consistently put out great damage. Just like in my comparison, the other poisoners can put out way more damage by themselves, but Erinyes can enhance the damage of the entire team better. Just like in my comparison, the other poisoners can put out way more damage by themselves. However, Erinyes can put out damage plus enhance the damage of the entire team. Therefore, over the past month, Erinyes has earned a spot in my Clan Boss Ultra Nightmare team. Alright, and that's all I have for the video today. If you liked the video, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments or any feedback for me, please let me know in the comments below. It'll help me out, and I really appreciate you taking a look at this video. Thank you and have a nice day.